5th of December.
As far as all these things are concerned, the plumbing is already in, the shower infrastructure is already in, that wall there, etc., etc., boxing, toilet brackets are already fixed.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it just needs a closing up, a final close, and then just before the tiling. That's it.
There's the underfloor heating.
Underfloor heating goes on,
Yes.
and then the tiling comes on. That's it.
Okay, this is the tanking.
Yep. If you see behind this, look, dry, and it's all behind. It's working already.
Right.
So this is what you're really paying for. Is exactly that. It's all working. He was happy with this, no problem. The way it's fixed, there's no issues here. The issue was, how do we build this wall here?
Right.
You know, what's the method of building that, and for the weight of where it's going to go, because it's got to be sturdy enough to take the weight of bifold doors, and so tanking, etc., etc. What's the best way of doing it? Again, not a problem, because we already knew this was going on beforehand, so we had options. But I said that when he comes on site, he can look for himself. We have a couple of different ways of doing it. Whatever he chooses, we will agree, and that's the best way. But what he was coming to have a look at, and the main issue, is this detail here. Again, this soffit, this is, if you look here, that's the gangway for upstairs. That is where you come in from the site, and this is the pathway that takes you into the hallway. Now, if I don't go any further forward, you see, look, this is the tank is there, so we don't fall down there. Right. Now here, as you can see, this soffit is perfectly formed, and as you see over here, there's a pipeway already left for the electrical pipe that was supposed to go in. Yeah, just there. Yeah. Now, since then, if you remember, we were building the upper wall with the electric box, etc. Then when we were found out that we have to have gas in here, we took the wall down, rebuilt it with a gas meter as well now, and there is a hole for where we're going to put the gas pipe. Problem what we've got is that hole's got to become a bit bigger, and it's got to be the same size as this. Then what happens is that the electrical cable will come in. That is a level for the electrical cable to come in. Yeah, it's going to come along there and go up into there. Not a problem, because it'll all get hidden behind the tanking and insulation system. It was all designed for that, because we knew beforehand. What we have a problem with is this other small pipe. It looks only a minor issue, but the other pipe is the gas entry pipe. The gas entry pipe cannot be more than, it must be at least 2 feet away from the electrical entry point. We can't put it across the other side. We've got the sewage on that side, and it's way too far over the other side for it to come, because it's got to come to the gas meters, which is over here. Now, whether we bring it from that side or from here makes no difference. We still have an issue of keeping away from the electric for a pipe of 2 feet until you get up to the meter. After the meter, within the house, you can do whatever you want.
So what is the proposed solution that you put?
The proposed solution, what I have drawn drawings on and sent it to, is that it comes out over here and it goes up and runs along there. Now, what was originally what we were going to do is, there is a liquid tanking system gets applied to this in various layers, and it seals the whole thing, so the water just doesn't come in. However, now it's going to have a dip in it, because there's a pipe That pipe has to have boxing around, that's hollow. You cannot apply that rubberized coating to anything which is hollow. It can only be applied to solid concrete because it shouldn't move. So now we're talking about making some kind of boxing. So what the proposal I have sent to him is that we have to make a boxing, a false boxing over here, which will come down from the reveal of this opening here, step it down by a few inches, it's about 100 mil, and then it goes at a tapered angle. But this thing, boxing, has to be, because in order for it to take tanking, it cannot be made out of timber. You can't put tanking on timber. So it has to be solid. So effectively what we're trying to do, build over here, is another rendered soffit. So out of metal stud work and galvanized metal stud work and EML mesh, we're going to have to basically like shot blast concrete underneath it, so it will encase everything. So that's basically what we, but not around the pipe. The pipe has to remain in a duct, and so this is just to hide the duct. So effectively what we're going to have is something that will come down at an angle, and then the idea, what I put forward to him, is that when this membrane continues all the way along here, we will then have to now not use that polymer coating. We will use the membrane and bring it down here, and then this membrane cannot be fitted 90 degrees flat. At right angles to the walls. It can't be. It has to have an angle. Water has to have somewhere to go. So my idea is to come down here, have an angle of approximately 15 to 20 degrees, so that water doesn't dwell. Water travels down here, and then it'll go behind, overlapped with the wall tanking, and it'll go behind. That's the idea, and that's what I've drawn drawings on and section details to him. Obviously the section details are from all different angles, etc., etc. So that is the only way we can keep these pipes separate. So that pipe will come over here, and this way it'll be in a duct. That's 2 foot away from that one, as you can see. That's the regulations, and that's what we had to counter. And that, for that purpose, because we have to, the guarantee that Delta have.
Yeah, I think we've covered that.
As you know, the guarantee is only for the work, just like NHBC or anybody else does. They, unlike NHBC's guarantee, which is the only guarantee which NHBC as an organization has as an insurance fund. No, none of these other guarantees, the way they work, like for instance, Rent-A-Scale and all these other companies that do damp proofing, etc. All these guarantees, and window companies, their guarantees are, the window company comes back and repairs. That's what the guarantee is. But you don't want to be in a repairing situation. The idea is that the whole point is get them to agree that what we've done is the right thing to do, is the best thing to do, and then we hopefully don't have to come back. If it's logical, water travels in one direction only, it comes down unless it's capillary action, it will always come downwards. So as long as there are no seams, or if there are any overlapping seams that all follow logically in the downward gravity direction, then it should be fine. So we have to have their agreement. The guy came on Tuesday. He came an hour and a half before the meeting was set. You know about that. Yeah. When I was still in the office, and he just came early because he finished his previous meeting earlier, he had cancellation. He apologized. We then decided that I will send him, because he couldn't come out within in the next 48 hours. So I said, okay, I'll send you drawings, etc. I did this because I've sent them off to him. I'm waiting for an answer. But once the process from here is this. I'm expecting that hopefully today or by Monday, I will have an answer from him. I will then build it, and he will then come and inspect it. Whatever I'm proposing to build will take at least a couple of days to build. If it gets done, I can't see it being done less than that, because it's cement, maybe even 3 days, because it's cement that you're going to be using upside down, and there's a machine for it, but we can't use a machine, so that's for big projects. Here, we're just going to throw the concrete cement mixture, which will be high cement based, throw it up onto this mesh and build up layers of it, and then plaster it, again render it. That will give it some thickness, and then we can apply this coating to it. Sorry for the long-winded explanation, but there's no shortcut to that. Everything else is ready. Once we have that, for it to be done. He's seen it all. This floor is treated perfectly. The channel he's already inspected. There's no issue with that. This is the only one thing. How do we do this gas pipe? And then that's it. He's happy with all the rest of it, the way it's been done.
Okay. This will be extended up to here as well, yeah?
Even
You will extend all this up to here.
this wall, we have this wall will be continued down and will extend around here. The only reason
No, I mean this, yeah, doesn't get extended to that side?
No, this wall, it only goes into that corner.
Right.
Because we had all the scaffolding up here, we didn't do that. That side, as you can see, it's going right to the corner.
Yeah.
That's it, that's as far as, because these walls, this wall, it already has, you see the black membrane
Yeah.
is actually behind the wall
Right.
already. Why, you see there's no water here, you'll have water when it rains outside. This is bone dry inside, apart from the water that used to come from the sides. Even that now, you've been here before, Bhajan.
Yeah.
And you get rain and it's always having water here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's been water seeps through. Now what's happening?
Yeah.
Water that's coming through the walls is going into the channel.
Right.
Remember that white channel that was,
Yeah.
and now this is the
Right.
screed on top of it. All that we need to do is put insulation on this.
Yeah.
On that insulation, the pipe work will just sit on there for the underfloor heating. It gets clipped onto that insulation. Upstairs is a different system.
Right.
Yeah, but down here, that's what happened. Then you screed it and that's it. Then whatever wood floor. This is all stuff that we reclaimed from the old wall that was here. But it gets broken. There's the problem with it. You just can't do much about it. So this is all the new bricks that have arrived. These will get those up. They arrived on Wednesday. Yesterday was just a rainy day. Well, we couldn't have brickies on site. Today I told them, let me just check. Downstairs you can see be careful. That wall has already been built. Just needs a little bit more pointing, and that's all been adjusted to take the patio door. The patio door can be fitted over there now. That's it. See water over here. It's not going inside, so that's alhamdulillah. Our system is working. That's all good. And that's it. Now, this is the thing that I was mentioning. This footwell, this over here, because of this little bit, although we can cut that back down, we've taken the measurement from there. We will have to just slice this off a little bit. There's a little bit of a bowing in the ground beam. If you look at the walls downstairs, they're pretty good quality, nice and straight, nice and square. Measurements on that. It's just this bow up here, which we will need to.
This is because of the foundation, is it?
Yeah, when we were doing it, chances are it just sort of gave a little bit. The formwork must have given a little bit. The rest of it's okay. It's just this bit here, which just it happened inside as well a little bit in one place where we had to just draw a line from there and just slice it off basically with the Kango and the with the grinders. But that's basically what you got, is this nice flush wall there. You got the same there pretty much. Nice flush wall. You look at the concreting underneath, excluding this bump over here. It's nice and square. It's nice, a good thing to finish with. And the thing was that when we were doing this, we didn't make this bigger. We kept it as small as we possibly could, because to have the biggest possible garden. Had we known that we're going to build a possible conservatory and light well, etc., I only kept this just enough, big enough to put the staircase in. That's it. So, you know, the 1500 staircase is about as small as a staircase you can get. You can get 1400 as well. and you should be able to get away with the 1400. But the 1400 does look quite small. Just a little bit bigger makes it look a little bit. But that's semantics, you know, which one you go for, because your comment you're saying on the thing. The staircase will come up. It'll wind up this direction, so that when you come up from here and you come up, you end up facing here, and this way.
Facing the garden.
Yeah, you can come facing the garden, or you can just come the other way and face this direction.
Yeah.
It's a 3/4 turn. So you can come this way and turn up and face that way, which is fine. And then you got as I've drawn it, with the double doors in the middle over here. And that just goes just over there. Now, what my argument about all of this is, with this being the growth that there is over here, this wall going back over here, and the fact that in my drawings, if you notice, I said that the side windows would be opaque, so we don't have peering over the sides, so we only see down this direction. And given that is a 1.8 tall, when I go to the pre-app meeting, I'll take photographs of this, etc., etc. And so this is what we'll be discussing with them, that we're not, looking to create a structure which is only marginally higher than that, a couple of feet, and you can't see over the sides because it's opaque. So anything that we see is just straight. That's the thing, and I think, clearly, as far as covering the basement, there is no issue with that. I can't see where there would be a problem. You should build it and put a retrospective thing that would change that. So reclaiming the downstairs is an absolute no issue at all. I cannot see a problem with that. But having a conservatory over this floor, is how feasible do I think it is? It's very feasible, because it's the back, it's not the front, something at the back. The conservatory is not a permanent structure either. And it's shielded from all directions. It's not an eyesore. It doesn't have any implications on light, on orientation issues or anything. So I can't see a problem with it.
Okay.
The rest will be obviously down to the planners.
This is quite high at the moment, the ground.
Is high, but we weren't going to do anything because all the grounds are high. To reduce it would be, if we reduce this, would be coming out, under there. So the idea is that we would take this back, so we have a little patio space here.
Can you raise the
rest of it will be raised.
Would it be better to raise the floor?
Our ground level is 2 bricks down from there. So it's you see that wall.
It's this one is our ground level.
No,
here.
There.
There.
It,
Yeah. Okay.
If you look at the wall behind you, where the area you stepped over, that is just marginally, 1 brick below where the internal finished floor level is.
Okay.
Which is not that far removed from this. So we'll just have a patio space, and then it can be a little bit raised. It's fine. I looked at Mohammed Abbas's garden. It says exactly, you'd sent me details of another property which had white walls and everything. Yeah. That's the end thing. We'll just do that.
Yeah.
We can use these existing walls, pad them out, and we can render this existing wall. We can cut this back, the trellis, neaten, tidy this up. But the fact that it's already giving us shrubbery and it's giving us some, screening, that's a good thing. And then this is it over here. What we will do is that, obviously this is the fence for next door. Our fence is a little bit inside this, but the Japanese style, which is the in thing at the moment, that is the thing to install. We can have that along here and along there. That or sleepers, railway sleepers, or that look is very much in at the moment.
So this is all next week's work?
This is all next week's work, yeah. Next month, structure bricks are here, we should have enough to do all of this.